So if you're ready to quit, here's how to recover from burnout and renew your strength in sales. Today's topic is what to do when you feel burnt out in sales. I'm going to break it down into three categories. I think the three most likely reasons that you may feel burnt out. I'm going to cover all three of those reasons. I think this will help you with awareness because burnout, I believe, although it seems specific, I actually don't think it's specific enough. Like, what actually is your version of burnout? There's probably more than three versions, but three versions that I came up with that I think are the most common. First of all, is burnout, okay? Is it burnout or were you never lit? Is it burnout or have you just not been doing the work? There's a lot of people that tell me, Ray, I'm really feeling burnout. And so I ask them, I say, okay, got it. How many people last week did you ask if they were open to your product, service, or opportunity? And they say, well, not many. I'm like, okay, well, how about the last month? Yeah, just not many. That's not burnout. That's not burnout. You were never lit. You were never on fire. There's nothing to put out. If you haven't been asking people and reaching out to people and prospecting people and following up with people, if you don't have a pipeline, you're not burnout. You were never lit. So don't claim to be burnout if you haven't been lifting the weights. That's not burnout. You don't like your results, but you haven't been doing anything to get results. So your results are exactly what they should be. Sorry, not sorry. Some people need to hear that. You being tired of your results, but you're not doing anything about it is not burnout. You were never lit. You were never on fire. There's nothing to put out. You've got the exact results you should have from your daily habits. Now, I'm not saying that's everyone, right? So some of you, I'm sure, were challenged by that and didn't like me saying that. But boy, with awareness, you can change it. I would want my best coaches made me aware of things I wasn't aware of. They pointed out things that were obvious to them, but not to me. And so I'm very grateful for them. I was always grateful for more awareness, not less. So if this tapped your buttocks, that's a good thing. You could do something about it. You can stop labeling it as burnout and just start labeling it something different because it's not burnout. If you haven't been doing the work, it can't be burnout, okay? Version number 2, is it burnout or are you in a pattern? Are you approaching your upper limit? Some people will mistakenly label burnout as actually an upper limit belief. So if you find yourself in a pattern, and for some people it's 10,000 a month, for some people it's 100,000 a month, whatever your upper limit stickiness is. If you're at an upper limit stickiness, if you're in a pattern of every time I get to 50,000 a month, or every time I get to 10,000 a month, or every time I get to 2,000 a month, okay, I seem to fall off the road of consistency. I seem to no longer show up, but that must be burnout. It's not burnout. It's an upper limit belief. It's a pattern that's keeping you small. That's not burnout. Watch this diagram. The only way through is through. Right? The only way through is through. And for you to recognize the upper limit belief and recognize that, oh, I'm in a pattern, I need to break this. I need to be defiant to the program and break through it. Now, a very common, not that this is the only one, but a very common person that encounters an upper limit belief around money is someone who watched their parents or their dad, it seems like, make a bunch of money, then lose it. So there may be a program running that says, well, if you make more than this, you're just going to lose it. So let's not make more than this. Let's just get to this. That's safe. Let's keep it safe. So your belief systems are not trying to harm you. They're actually trying to keep you safe. They've drawn the conclusion from observations you've made that past this upper limit is danger. So it may not be burnout. It may be an upper limit belief. So you want to be on the watch for that. Is this a pattern that I have? Do I always seem to get to this level and then I feel burnout? I feel out of balance. I'm convinced that, why bother? Keep going. So you got to look at that. Third version, is it burnout or are you doing the work, but you're just not getting them results? So maybe it's not burnout. Maybe you're just sick and tired of not getting results. Maybe you're just like, oh, I'm so tired of showing up and not getting results. You're just sick and tired of actually doing the work. You're reaching out to people. You're following up with people. You're sending presentations. You're doing samples or whatever it is that you're doing. You're doing all the work that people are telling you to do, but you're not getting results. Well, I have 2 suggestions for you. 2 suggestions. Number 1, improve your skills. I coached a guy maybe 2 weeks ago, and he said, I'm real serious about my goals. I'm like, okay, I know with one question if this is true or not. I said, okay, how many people last week did you ask if they were open to your product or opportunity? And he said 70. I'm like, okay, all right. Not the highest number, 10 a day, but decent. right? That's more than most. I said, tell me your approach. And he told me his approach. And it was very hypey. It was very aggressive. It was very assuming. It was not good. And oh, by the way, he'd been approaching 60 to 70 people a week for 6 years, and he'd brought 5 people in. Oof, tough. Now, there's a lot of people that have been at their business for 6 years and not prospected 60, 70 people a week that are frustrated. But imagine if you did. Right? Imagine you're reaching out to 60, 70 people a week, and you've only brought in 5 or 6 people in 6 years. And he said, yeah, my upline just says, keep going with it, and keep showing up and keep doing it. And, I asked them to look at my scripts and they said, don't worry about it. They seem fine. No, they're not fine. They suck. They're terrible. They're atrocious. Sometimes it can be true that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person, right? Sometimes that's true, but not always. Sometimes you very much could say the wrong thing to the right person. And if you had better skills, you could have brought them in. You could have sold them. You could have closed them. There's 2 things. So 2 suggestions. If you're feeling burnout because you're doing the work, but not getting results or hardly any results, there's 2 things for you. Number 1, you need to improve your skills. I mean, my goodness, I can't imagine, like, if I'm a lumberjack, okay? Imagine if I'm a lumberjack and I'm chopping trees all day long, and I do this for years, and I notice the pattern that it's taken me longer and longer and longer to chop down trees, but I never sharpen the axe. I never think maybe the axe could be sharper. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. And so you need to sharpen your axe. If you're not getting results, you need to sharpen your axe. Now, if you're not doing the work, then you need to do the work. A sharp axe never used doesn't chop anything. Now, there are people that are very finely sharpened, but they don't do the work. So it doesn't matter. I think it was I forget, Calvin Coolidge or Theodore Roosevelt. He talks about the world's full of educated derelicts, right? People that they have tons of education, they're not doing the good work. They're not doing the work that would actually help humanity. And so 2 things. So if you're feeling burnt out because you are doing the work, but you're not getting results, you're getting very little results, 2 things. 1, sharpen the axe, sharpen your skills, invest in yourself. My goodness. I mean, this guy I coached a couple of weeks ago, I did an hour coaching with him. He's like, my mind is blown. I wish I would have hired you 6 years ago. And although I'm waiting for the new results, I'm very confident because I've done this a million times, this guy's going to get a lot of results. I just know it because he's got the muscle already of doing the work. His skill set just wasn't very good. And so we made him aware of things like posture, position, talked about, how to, with low resistance, get people to move forward to the next step. So that's number 1. You need to sharpen your skills. Number 2 is you need to embrace what Tom Bilyeu calls the number 1 belief. And that belief is, if I do something over and over and over, I will get better at it. Embrace that. If I work on my skills, I will get better. I am hungry hippo on improving my skills. Y'all don't see it. I'm constantly investing in courses on sales, in courses on closing, courses on persuasion, courses on marketing. I'm constantly investing in myself, constantly trying to improve what I know so that I can take that and implement in my own world, but also teach and share with you. Work on your skills and know that the more I work at something, the better I will get at it. It is not because someone's superhuman. It's not because someone was born on a different planet. It's not because someone has the gift of flight. It is because they worked at it that they got better. You need to embrace that too. I'll give you a fourth. There is the person that is absolutely unapologetically motivated by money. It is their primary deal. And it's never enough, right? It's a constant, how do I make money? How do I make more 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 money? And if I had to guess, that's probably 2 to 5% of the population. Most people, money is not strong enough of a motivator. If you draw the conclusion that you're only doing your business to make money, for most people, that's not enough, and you can easily feel burnt out. If you're like, well, I better do this or I'm not going to be able to retire. I better do this because I need to make money. You need to draw a bigger conclusion to why you're doing it. Is it to make a difference? Is it to impact others? This is why it's so important for you not to chase the money, but to chase the impact. You got to believe in what it is that you're selling. You got to believe that product, that service, that opportunity, whatever it is that you're selling is actually helpful, is actually going to impact people and help people. But if you show up every day and you're like, well, I got to build my business because Ray needs to make money, then unless you're one of the very small percentage of people that's what motivates you, right? Just money, then that's going to easily get you burnout and easily have you thinking, I just don't like doing this. I don't want to do it. You got to draw a different conclusion. You have to look at, how is this making a difference? How is this serving others? How is this helping others? And with that, you're going to have all of these different scenarios. You're going to have a whole lot less burnout. And so I appreciate you so very much. God bless you. God bless your family. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.